Hello, hello, welcome back. It's the Artisan of Glimmith, continuing from 563. I had just finished the Boxy area, as far as I can tell, and it's time to move on to Non-Boxy. I know its name because I've opened the first puzzle briefly just to check that these were different areas when I first got here. And, oh yeah, I didn't actually fully inspect this boxy window once it had been gilded, I think. So there we go, 32 plus 3 in that area for 35 puzzles. Might be some hiding, but I've not been able to find them if so. Right, so over here, and we go to this lighter green, delightful looking, sunlight dappled area. Let's go non-boxy, so no regions are rectangular. So I can see right now this isn't going to be a 1 or a 2. It must be this, and it can't go any further, so that's done. Again, gonna have to do something like this and this. Alright, we'll see how this goes. So it's, I mean, same thing really, we've just got to do L shapes everywhere. I can't go back on myself, so we're doing this, we're doing, ooh. Now what? Okay, so now it looks like I've got to do this. Ah, I can do a Z here. It had me for a moment. Let's go in closer, we can see the nice effects. So look at this one when I finish this. This looks like it's gonna be something along these lines. Oh no, we're stuck here. There we go. Oh, no. Whatever this is, has to come out this hole. I don't think there's any other way around that, and it can't go anywhere else. It could continue this way. Does that help me? I don't think so. Then whatever is here, then needs to come around here and can't go further that way. But then what the heck am I doing? Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Okay. I expect I've got something along these lines and this. Maybe not. What is going to happen here? Oh, this seems more than 2 difficulty to me at least. But then again, I guess I'm just starting out on a new area. Right, this one cannot be part of this shape. And it can't be part of that shape either. So we're doing this. But then what? Maybe I should be looking here. We're doing at least that. We're doing at least this. These are just going to have to race each other. And no one's ever going to... Okay, that can come around this corner. Ah, we can do something along these lines. There we go. That's tricky. That is tricky. We forgot to... Alright. So... Gemini on that. Hang on, my volume's not quite high enough for myself. Couldn't hear the delightful music. There we go. Did I draw that? Why were they there? Did I accidentally put those in? Okay, you cannot come here. You can't come here either. You're gonna have to do this. So I've got 4, and then I'm gonna have 3 here. So 3 and 4. That seemed much easier. Okay, precision 3 and non-boxy, so everything is a little L shape. Here now. I think it will have to be either here or here. Either way they're connected. But what's this? Oh, did I drew that. I drew that. I thought for a second it had done something for me, like I thought had happened in the previous one. Are there other options other than that? I don't think so. Okay, non-boxy. Lovely. It's a very nice little build animation. Very nice little build animation on those. So I'm going to need this. What else can I say here? That's your only option. Don't know what you do. Non-boxy area number. So we can have other shapes. How big are you? 6. You need to be non-boxy, so you have to do this. 3, 4, 5. Then I don't... Oh. Right, if it goes down, then we're screwed over here. So it's going to have to go left. 3. And then we're going to have... This has to be non-boxy, so it's at least that. But now I don't have enough spaces on the board. Oh. Alright, I've got something wrong. Oh, these can connect. Haha. There we go. That was fun. Nice little trick at the end there. Oh, look at this. Ruined house. That's a shame. Non-boxy area number. Okay. Happy with all of those. Happy with that. These have to go somewhere. Therefore, this is going to do something like this. Here. Oh. Non-boxy area number. So we've got this and something here. Alright. That seemed even easier than the previous one. Let's step it up. Right, this is tricky. I thought for a second this was obvious, like this, but there is a chance that it connects to one of these 3s. It won't be that. It could be that. Alright, you're going to do this. You, or you? Yeah, you are stuck doing this. Maybe I need to count. 26 left. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 25. Alright, so I'm going to have to connect a lot of things. Oh, I might have even needed to connect these. I didn't spot that possibility. I can't connect those two, so I shouldn't come up there yet. This and this were both forced. I'm happy with both of those. Now, 29 left. I've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45 left to do. Alright, if I combined as many as I possibly could, these 3 can be together. These could be together. These could be together. And I could combine both sets of these 3s, actually, not that way. In fact, I can only combine one set of these 3s. Either these 2, or these 2, or these 2. I can't do any others, so let's say we're connecting these. Alright, so now we've got, let's see, 4, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 25. So we can be a bit looser than that. And that makes things a little bit harder because I don't know what not to connect. It's okay. We can at least say that they connect, and it might go up, or it might not. These are going to connect and must go up. Okay, so this does have to go up. That's good. That's good progress. Now we have to do this. and therefore we have to do this. What now? Well, you're doing this, and not that. These can't be separate shapes. If this was not part of that, it would have to do this, and then this one can only have 4. So it is going to join this. Now what do we have left? Let's soak up these so this has its 5. And then we've got 13 left. 10, 7, 4, 1, -3, -7. So a 4 and a 3 are going to be loose, I think. Does that even make sense? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense because if I tried to make these 4 separate, I'd be having to do that with one of them and the other can't do anything. So these are connected. Oh, I don't know those, by the way. It's probably right. Non-boxy, so I can't do this, but I could do something like this. And I could do this, 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 and that. So, yeah, I must have miscounted something or did the wrong calculation. I may have done the wrong calculation. All right, this is rather good. I like this. I like the non-boxy and the boxy. I bet there's at least something hiding along behind that tower, maybe, or maybe not. Oh, there's got to be something down in there. Or in this hole. Maybe not, but maybe a beam of light will betray it later. Oh, there's that. Let's do it. Non-boxy and mismatch. Okay, so this must be a 3. So I'm not allowed 3s anywhere else. That's a good constraint to start with, I think. Right, you. These things behind the walls, I think they're important. So, if it goes up, well, it must go either up or down, or both. If it goes up, then if it doesn't go down, it still needs to move. And even that's not okay because I'm not allowed a 3, so this needs to move as well. So I don't know those. But I do know this. Yeah, I can't say those for sure, but I can say this. I also cannot say this for sure. But I know this is a different shape and includes this. It may go round a bend. We may have something like this. It may even go around this bend. Yeah, I've got options here. I could do something like this. Or this, not that. I could have that. Alright, so we've got options. I don't know that, do I? No, because this might go around that bend. That's interesting that I know it goes down but not up. Is that right? Yes. So because of the constraint, this can't go further than this. And I can't have a 3. Yeah, that's why. Okay, can I do similar things over here? Yes. Yes, I can. I know they're connected. I can't say the same here because this could be an L right away. So I don't know about that. And here, we could have a T piece up here or an L here. Tricky. Here, this feels like I'm going to have a C and a long L. An L5. I don't know. Maybe I'm just pushing to see what happens. I think I'm going to have... Oh no, no I'm not. What am I going to have here? I could have a Z and an L4. Maybe. That might give me A C and a teardrop? No, not a C. Not that either. Not that either. Ah, a V and a Z5. Then what here? You have to be non-boxy. So what will you do? I haven't had a Y, but I have had this. And I can't do this. And I can't do this, or that will be boxy. So we could do, oops, something like that, but no, this is no good. Maybe I can do something else here? Maybe I could do something else here. No, no, no. Yeah, I don't know where to find logic here. So I don't have a C anywhere now, so I could do that. This feels maybe okay, but then I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get something there. Do I have one of those? No, but I do have a regular Tetris L. Can I adjust this? You're boxy. Is there something else I can do here? This sort of seems like my only... It's not the only option really, is it? Right here. I could do that, I suppose, but then I've just got another one of these. And I don't see anywhere else I'm going to put an F. Well, maybe an F there. No. I think this is most likely the F, but it's really not based on much. N, was it N? I think that's N. Here. Maybe. Then I've got two other places where I wanted an L. So... what will I do? What happened if this was a T? No, that was no good, because then they're both T's. Oh, I'm really struggling with this one. What if I have a C and a T there? I've just got to deal with these L's. So if I can make this not an L... Oh no, now I need not a V. Oh no. It's just whack-a-mole. That's no good. Oh, okay, got there in the end. So N down here. I don't think I'd considered this shape. That was just flailing in the dark. I'm okay with it. Let's go here. Non-boxy and area number. I don't know, but... Okay, so not this. That seemed too small to be difficult. Alright, that works. Okay, 4 color rose windows. I'm looking here first. The only blues it could... Okay. It could reach this, or this blue. This one would be no good, because it would be an eye bar, and that's boxy. This one would be okay if I come here. I wouldn't be able to get this one, because that would be boxy. Or alternatively, if I could get this one by going here. I think either of those is okay, at least for now. I could then do this. What do you do? No, I think you're in trouble. This is... You wouldn't be able to reach this blue. And if you reach this blue, you're stuck being boxy. So I think that tells me this. That looks okay. Oh, this doesn't look good either. I hadn't considered putting this one this way. Green, blue, okay, there we go. So there was one more option up there that I hadn't spotted for some reason. Or had I? No, I only considered L this way and L this way. I hadn't considered that way. Right, good. It's not often that I get that deep into a puzzle and then sort of pivot an earlier move. Usually I'm only comfortable changing the recent moves. Otherwise I'm just floating in the dark, and I suppose I was a little bit there. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay, so it looks like I'm supposed to assume that these connect, but then I can't do anything with them. But I think what's really going to happen is that this one's going to come up here. Ah, perhaps not. Perhaps there instead? No. Ah, that was neat. I like that. Oh, it hasn't loaded yet. Outside the box, restore the non-boxy window. Nice. I'm going here. Okay, non-boxy and polyomino. Right. This one looks interesting. This one looks very interesting, because the inside of it is boxy, so it must be a hole. So I think this must be true. Now, what about this? If I were to do this, that would be okay, because the inside can be non-boxy. If I were to do this, not so much. Or this might be okay. But I have a feeling that I actually want it to be upwards so that something here can poke in. That doesn't quite look right though. Maybe like so. No, this is boxy. That's boxy. So I'm gonna have to do at least this, and that's not part of this. So that narrows things down quite nicely. I have a feeling... No. Feeling was bad. Well, there aren't many options on this anymore. This is going to have to be one of the corners. So we've either got a gap here, but that would mean put these together, so that's no good. Or a gap at the top, which is no good. Or a gap on the right, which is no good. Right? Yeah, no good. Or a gap at the bottom, which is okay. I think that's the only choice. The only option, I mean. Okay, what about here? And here? That is an option. And this is an option. They might be the only options. Let's try this for a moment. If I were to do this, we're in trouble. So I shan't do that. And that's the only way to get it sort of over the edge here. And so I think this is a separate shape. Now what? No. Could have that sort of shape for this. Can I make this work still, or can I not? I don't think so. What were my options here again? It's either that kind of cup or this kind of cup. Right, if I make that assumption for a moment, then what's happening here? Can't fit like that. Oh, maybe something like that. Then I need a different way to fit this. Like so. Does it say something? I don't think so. Maybe. Let's go in this broken house. Alright, non-boxy rose windows. You have to get out. You have to get out. You have to get out. You have to not be boxy. You have to not be boxy. You have to get out. You have to get out. You have to not be boxy. You have to not be boxy. You could be done. Don't know who you are. But even if you're yours, you have to not be boxy. You still have to not be... Oh, you could be not boxy this way. You have to not be boxy as well, so you need to get out. I don't know what else yet. You're not happy yet. You have to come here. You can't go there. You're done. You have to get out. You have to not be boxy. You're done. You have to not be boxy. You're done. Don't be boxy. Don't be boxy. Now. You're much more happy now. You can't be boxy. You're done. Is everyone happy so far? Yes. Well, you're not. Out. 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 Not boxy. Not boxy. Done. Out. And you're either not boxy here or you're not boxy there or both. Right, you. Don't know whose you are. Someone's got to go here. Even if you go there, you've got to go here. Even if you go there, you've got to go somewhere else. I think I'm going to have this. At least that works. That was a very nice puzzle. Oh, horrible shapes. Okay. Let's assume the 3's along the bottom for a moment. And then doing this kind of H. What is that? Okay, it's 2, then 3, then 1. 2, then 3, then 1. Right. Non-Boxy and Palisade. Okay, could I be doing this? Probably not. Oh, actually, yeah. I'd be happy that way. Can I do this? No. So if I did, these would have to be lines. And then what would happen down here? This can't go there, and this can't do that. So no, we don't do that. This is like so. And this can't be boxy, so it has to connect to this. Therefore, we're doing this. Therefore, we're doing this. And this still has to be boxy. It has to be non-boxy, so we're still going this way. And then one way or the other. I can't go down, or this will be boxy, so we're going up. That's happy. That's the only way. Okay. This can't be boxy, but if we come here, then we're in trouble. So we're going to do that and that. And these are all happy already. That was nice. Where now? Oh, all of these are now unlocked. Oh, maybe when I completed this window, this whole new section opened up. Oh, look at that. I'm not ready for that though. Gotta go back here. How are we doing? Oh, it's quite a modest section, it seems. Let's go in the broken house. Okay. So, is it possible for all of these to be in a line? The answer is no, because these both have to be end caps. So all of these are doing this. This can't be an end cap downwards, so it must be an end cap upwards. Same here. Can't be boxy. So you are doing at least this. Now this one's in trouble, so it has to connect. Here, you have to go here, but you have to be a bend, so you've got to go upwards then. You are not, you are too boxy. So they're racing, Tron light cycle style. You're an end cap, but this is too boxy right now, so you're an end cap for that, and you fill all the rest. Oops. There we go. I like it. Here. Got to at least do that. You've got to at least do that. Need samesies. And that's a 4 along one direction. So we're going to have to do it here, I think. So you're going to fill up all that space. Oh, I need something here. Alright, maybe not. Because I don't know what's going to go here. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's no problem. I just need a different non-boxy shape. Oh, no. I thought for a second I could do this, but that's going to be boxy. I could have an L here and a... Yeah, okay. That was no problem. Nice. Alright. So, if these are all in line, then we've got problems over here. So they're not. Now what's going to happen here? I've got this and this and this and this, so you've got to be something else. Ah. Apparently that isn't true. I made a bad assumption already. If I have lines here, this has to connect, this has to connect, and we can't come around the bend. So yeah, that is not possible. So I've got this, 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 and that gives me this, and that gives me this. And that gives me all of these. Now what am I missing here? I must be already slipping up because... Oh, that's what I was missing. That is what I was missing. Okay. So I wasn't already slipping up. My slip up was the very next move. So you need to come out. You could join that. I don't see why not. And I think the why you must is going to be because something else needs to be here, perhaps. Because this one's going to... This needs to be a different shape, and so at least this far. This is not boxy yet. It's going to... Yeah, this is going to have to take this, so that this can go here, and then these can join. That makes sense. Oh, we have been silvered. Let's do some more. Oh, there are quite a few. Let's go up here. Oh no, this looks hard. Uh-oh. I'm not good at these. Okay, it needs same on both sides of this. So, I mean, what if I've got an L? Which would mean probably a Z. Need another L, so that could be here. And they're different. Everybody's happy so far. And then I need same here, so that could be this. Same on both sides here. I could have a teardrop. What's it called again? P? And I could have the other teardrop either here or here. That means I'd also need a teardrop here, and that could be up or right. I'm going to say it's up, so that this is happy. Then I need something different here. Oh, alright. I got lucky on my first guess there, but given that that was in probably 2 minutes, I'm fine with it. And maybe the other way would have broken very quickly. Oh, up on top. 7! Uh-oh. Alright, so I'm certainly not doing all of this in one video. In the house. Okay, they're connected. They're connected, they're connected, they're connected. And they're connected. They're connected, they're connected. Alright. I can't connect these, otherwise this corner one's in trouble. So I think I must connect these. That puts a line here and here. And we've already got a line here. I didn't have to connect these this way, or did I? Okay, this is in trouble unless they connect. And I can't put anything there, so it must be here. Now to satisfy this one, I need this. That gives me a line here. I think that gives me this. I don't know here yet. But this is unhappy. So I think I'm going to have this and this. Now this needs to be a corner. And I've got a line there and a line there. One minute. Sorry about that. Where was I? Yes, this needs to be a corner. And I can't do this. And I can't do this. Oh, but I can do this. Ha ha ha. Alright. I wonder if my subconscious was working on that. I was on the phone, but it was still on screen. So I wonder if it was sort of seeping in. Probably not. If my subconscious had been working on it, I probably just would have jumped straight to the solution there. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, continue. Where next? Let's... Oh, should I try this whole line of puzzles? Or should I leave that line for another time? That 7 up there is worrying. So I'll leave the line alone, and I'll pick off all the other stragglers. Right, difficulty 4, non-boxy and area number. Okay. If you were to go as up as possible, you can't come back on yourself, and then you can't go down there either. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need at least 2 more. So you are coming here. There is a line there. What is that? Is that 5 now? Okay, so then you could do anything as far as I'm concerned. But you are doing at least that much. Probably there. Probably there. Well, right. What about you? You're doing at least this. I'm not sure if I can say more. You're not part of this one. Because you'd have to go back on yourself. Okay, so if you go as right as you can, you're not going any further than that, ever. So that's 3. So you are coming out here. You're not going this way, so there must be a line there. And that's only 4, so you've got to do this. Now, I don't know about this one, or indeed this one, but you are doing that. And there is a line here. What about you? If you went as out as you could, you aren't backing in on you aren't backing up here. You could go there. Oh, given that you're never going that way. But must you go down at all? I don't know. I was about to put a line here. Sorry, a line here, I mean. But this one could, for all I know, do lots of upwards stuff. So 1, 2... I'm wondering how far can it go this way? And that is how far it could go this way. It can't go further that way or this way, so it must extend here. And it's not going there, so we do have a line here. I don't know any of these 3 for sure. You could have this. You could have this. 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. You could even have that. Yeah, I can't say much more about this other than that right now. So you're at least this large. You could be a whole C shape. You're not going to join that. You could be an L5. Yeah, I don't think I can say much about you, other than you're this big at least. What about you? How far up can you go? Oh, very far. So I can't say anything about down. How far right could you go? You could join this. How far left could you go? Maybe that's more interesting. That's as left as you could possibly go. So you do extend here, and once more, at least. I don't know if up or down. And I don't know this, and I don't know this. It could be like a C shape here, potentially. Maybe I can count numbers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 31, and we are 6 by 6. We're 36. But some of these could combine, so I'm not sure if there's much I can do with that. Okay, what's going to happen here now? This has to at least be not boxy, so we could do that. As soon as I've done that, it's not combining with this one. So it could be a C shape like so. Or this could be a W, Cassiopeia. Or we could do something like this. They, what was that called? Was that called Y? I think it was called Y. I'm going to back up because I don't remember how much I had sort of proven. Okay, I don't know if I can say more about that. Are there any other dead ends that I can go from? I don't think so. So I need to figure out where my move is. All right, I am going to... Am I going to make a guess and go from there? I think I am. I'm going to try to soak all of this up with that C. This is my guess. Actually, no, I prefer my undo point to be where I was quite sure, and that's there. Actually, maybe I should... This is my first guess, and this is the minimum. Okay, so that would mean that this 3, 4, 5 would have to be all of this. Now, something has to have this. It can't be on its own, because that's boxy. So it would have to be taken by this one. Now, this is only 3. And now, if it joins this, it would be 6. So it needs to get 2 others from elsewhere. They would be here and here. This feels like it's going quite well. This needs to be non-boxy, so it has to have all of this. And this isn't big enough, so it's got to be a Y, like so. That has to connect. This has to go somewhere, and it can't be part of this, so it's probably just an L. This is not big enough, so that seems good. That's a Cassiopeia. This one is now broken. 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one can't meet its quota. So I can wind back all of that, since I didn't make any decisions there. That was just how that cookie crumbled. I'm going to try this. Push a little bit less. So if that's here, then I'm only doing this much. I can't now take as big of a leap. Oh, I can from here. 5, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 6, oh wow, this is already in trouble. Have I already made a mistake, I wonder? Maybe not, and maybe it does have enough as long as this does not grow. So if I now say that this is what I'm having, this can come down one. It can't come back on itself, so this is going to be Cassiopeia. That's 3, 4, 5. Now this 6 can have this space. It's only 4. It can't come back on itself, so it's both of these. This is going to be another Cassiopeia. This is going to have to soak this up. This is a Y. This is Cassiopeia, and we're in trouble. Uh-oh. Am I going to have to join a couple of these? There might be some assumptions that I've made and haven't realized I've made. Yes, there's another option. Let's go back. Explore the other option. I was about to say that the other option was this, but no, that's too big. Never mind. I may have made a bad assumption or a flawed deduction earlier. Let's see. Can I combine any of my 5s? I think this is the only one I can combine. Does that relieve the pressure? This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I can't get 5 out of this unless I do this. But now this is in trouble. I can't combine these. Is there another way to do this? Was I sure about that? Cassiopeia there. Wait, no. Then what's this? No, this doesn't look right at all. Okay, I think that one of my decisions earlier may have been wrong, or it could be that I'm just close and I don't know how to finish it off. Right, these are the assumptions that I had. This is too far. These can't combine. These can't combine. These can't combine. Why do I have a line here? That was my problem. Okay. So this is 4 now. So I don't know for sure that these combine, but I did chase quite a few options there, and none of them seem to be working. So I think I'm going to go ahead and assume that these do combine. Can I say that for sure? No, I could have an X here. But then there's probably not enough room for this 6, is there? So how far can this 6 go? So let's say I am combining those. This could be 4 here, and it would at least do that. It can't come back here. This needs to get 5 somehow. And it can't come here. So I think it's going to do that. And therefore we do fill these up. It's going to have this and this. This can't come here. That's 4. Could come back on itself. Let's see what we need here. Probably this. This. Yeah, and then that. Huh. Okay, got there in the end. Just took me much too long to realize I could combine these two. Or that I had a line where I shouldn't have had a line. But I'm glad I realized it sort of as I was going rather than needing to start over. How am I doing now? Yeah, I think it's going to be... Actually, I think that will be where I stop for now. Yes, it will. So I've ended up Non-Boxy at 24 of 33. We are silvered, but not yet gilded. And that will be it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Till next time, have a great day.